Hey, and welcome to Star Wars 101. In this video, we're going to be talking about how Chewbacca died in Legends. The following story is from the book Vector Prime, from the New Jedi Order series. In this book, a mysterious species from a different galaxy, called the Yuuzhan Vong, are setting up plans to destroy the New Republic and take over the galaxy for themselves. As a beginning to their main invasion of the galaxy, agents of the Praetorite Vong, a warrior army of the Yuuzhan Vong, had stirred up chaos in the far edges of the Outer Rim territories. The Praetorite Vong Expeditionary Force had established a bioengineered creature called a Yamask on the icy planet Helska IV, which would use its mysterious power to help coordinate their warships, also known as world ships. Meanwhile, one of their agents, Nam Anor, had stirred up a war between the twin planets Osarian and Ramamul in the expansion region to spread the New Republic and the Jedi thin. Another agent, Yeoman Kar, had secured the remote Exgal 4 outpost on the planet Belkadan, due to its proximity to Vector Prime, a small hole where the Yuuzhan Vong fleet could penetrate the energy fields surrounding the galaxy. This site was also chosen due to its proximity to the New Republic border, allowing for a weaker military response from the Republic. Due to the planet Cernpadel's close proximity to Belkadan, and its status as the most heavily populated enemy world in the Delanbian sector, there was a chance that the Republic would quickly discover the Praetorite Vong's presence on Belkadan and destroy the Yamask, setting back the Yuuzhan Vong invasion plans. The Expeditionary Force's commander, Prefect Dagara, and his agent Nam Anor, who had returned from Ramamul, discussed strategies including destroying Cernpadel's environment. However, Nam Anor suggested destroying Cernpadel and killing as many enemies as they could. This disaster would lure some of the New Republic warships into the region, where they would be ambushed and destroyed. In the end, Dagara agreed and suggested deploying Yogan's core tactic to destroy Cernpadel. This tactic involved planting a gravity-focusing creature known as a Dovin Basal on the planet and using it to drag down an orbiting planetoid, in this case, Cernpadel's smaller moon, Dobido. The resulting collision would destroy Cernpadel's atmosphere, killing its people and rendering the world uninhabitable. After being sent on a cargo run to Cernpadel by Lando Calrissian, the Millennium Falcon arrived at Cernpadel City's docking bay. Being rudely ignored by several Cernpadelians, Han, Anakin Solo, and Chewie were unable to obtain any help unloading the cargo that Lando had requested be dropped off. Han was eventually greeted by an elderly man who, seemingly calmer than the rest, informed Han that he would have no trouble unloading his cargo. Venturing into the city, the three found that its citizens were in complete disarray. The old man, who had introduced himself as the mayor of Cernpadel City, informed them that the cause of the panic was the locals' belief that the goddess Tosi Karu was arriving. The mayor realized Han's confusion and pointed toward the sky at the approaching moon. Upon seeing that the moon was headed on a direct collision course with the planet, Han decided to investigate. After having circumnavigated the moon several times, Han concluded that Cernpadel had at the most 7 hours before the collision. Anakin Solo, his son, was also able to deduce that something was pulling the moon down each time it revolved around Cernpadel. After arriving back on planet, Anakin was able to sense that whatever was pulling Dobido down was located east of Cernpadel City. Han, knowing that Anakin would be the only one able to find it due to his Force training, reluctantly allowed his son to go search for the cause along with the mayor, who had offered to accompany him. Meanwhile, Han and Chewbacca began loading as many people as they could onto the Falcon. Anakin, upon arriving at the scene, discovered that the cause of Dobido's descent was a Dovin Basal, a bioengineered Yuuzhan Vong creature. Anakin, in an attempt to destroy the Basal, fired upon it with a blaster, though this proved ineffective. Shortly after, the Falcon arrived to assist Anakin and the mayor. However, the mayor was reluctant to leave and stated that he would not allow the Basal to escape the planet's destruction. Jumping into the basal's hole, the mayor used a thermal detonator to destroy it, sacrificing himself in the process. After arriving back in Cernpedal City, Han Solo was able to organize a refugee convoy through the use of the Falcon and several other freighters. As the moon neared and the winds from the catastrophe picked up, Anakin was knocked into the distance, forcing Chewbacca to rescue him. Chewbacca, although able to bring Anakin to the safety of the Falcon, was himself knocked away by another burst of wind, placing him directly in the path of the fast-approaching moon. Anakin, who had piloted the Falcon while his father stood on the entrance ramp in an attempt to rescue the stranded Chewbacca, flew away from Cernpedal City when he realized it was too late to save Chewbacca. Willingly sacrificing himself to save the others, the Wookiee stood in the moon's trajectory, bellowed his last heroic roar, shook his fist, and was crushed along with the countless number of Cernpedal citizens who could not, or refused, to escape. The sudden death of Chewbacca had a severe impact on the entire Solo family, as well as many others. Han blamed Anakin for leaving Chewbacca behind, and it would be many months before the two were able to reconcile. Han also fell into deep despair, and for a little while even painted the Millennium Falcon black. Anakin also blamed himself for what had happened, and delved further into his own beliefs, despite his brother Jason's protests. Because of his losses, Anakin would begin pushing himself harder and harder against the invading enemy forces, trying to live up to Chewbacca's sacrifice while keeping other loved ones from slipping away, only to be killed himself 2 years later. When news arrived on the planet Kashyyyk, the Wookiees' home planet, that Chewbacca had died, he became a legend and his face was carved into a giant tree as a memorial. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below telling me what you think of Chewbacca's death in Legends. And with all that said, have a great day.